Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's video I'll be looking at this. This is Yolopark's AMK series Scourge from Transformers Rise of the Beast. Special thanks to Yolopark for sending this kit for me to look at. I'll put a link in the description below where you can find this kit along with a discount code. So here is Scourge. It is part of their AMK series model kits. And very nice looking box art on the front. Now this is the third or wave 2 of their AMK series for Rise of the Beast. You can see the side of the box here and the other side and the back of the box. Now one thing I immediately noticed that's different from the first wave is the box is a lot thicker. I still have the box from the first wave. Here's their Optimus Primal. I don't know if it's going to show well on camera, but this is how thin the box is. Let's see if I can hopefully get a good comparison. Let's open it up here. I don't know if it will show on camera, but this is a lot sturdier. You can see it's, if you look here, it's corrugated. This one isn't. So that is the first thing I noticed that is different with this wave. The box is a lot. Yeah, you can see here from the side, it is a thicker corrugated cardboard, which is good because one thing about the packaging from the first wave, it was very thin. I think having it a lot more thicker like this would make this much more survivable in transport. But enough of the box. I'm going to take it out. I already cut it open so you can see what you get. Let's put the box aside here. There's an instruction sheet here. It's a single sheet. Instructions, very easy to follow. Comes with this QR code. It says here, like this business card with a QR code on it for after sales service. So very cool that they do provide after sales support. And there's 2 trays. You have a much smaller tray here of parts. Let's see. And the main tray of parts is right here. Now, these kits are very easy to assemble. And I'm just going to take the parts out and put them together. Oh yeah, I got all the parts organized. Just take a look at the head first. So this is the head. It's very nicely sculpted. You can remove the mask. So you have 2 types of inside mask. So you have this one that's already installed. And this one. This one just really can just stay clipped on to here. This one is to recreate that scene in the movie where he loses his mask and you kind of see what's on the inside here. Let's see if I can put it on. And yeah, you can see that's how he looks like. The jaw has some posability here. But we're gonna put the one it came with. There you go. Okay, with that aside, let's start assembling the figure, starting with the head. Just pops in this ball joint, like so. The cover for the torso, or for the chest, goes on like so. On the back, you have these smokestacks. Plug it in. Plug in the other side. The lower part of the body just plugs in. You have the crotch cover. Now, it's cool. All these things just snap in. No glue is required, but I guess you could glue them. So we got the main body and the head done. Next on the instructions are the arms. So here's the shoulder. Plug that in. This part of the armor goes right in like so. And then this one on the other side. And then this arm has two hand options. You have this one with a claw. It doesn't bend here at the hands, or you have this option where there is some articulation. We're gonna start with using this one. This is more like, I guess, if it's his gun or something. But yeah, we're gonna put this one aside and just use this one. It does spin. Let's do the other arm. And he has one hand option, which is this articulated hand. This part here, be a little bit careful. It's very sharp, so it can be very pokey. And then you have his blade that just goes right in here. Let's work on his leg. So we have this part here and this cover that goes on right here. This piece of armor goes over the thighs, and this goes on the back. Attach the foot. This part goes here. And that's pretty much it for the leg. Let's do the other leg. Okay, so we have the major components of Scourge. Let's get them all together. Here is Scourge fully assembled. Let's take a closer look at him. And like I say, this is such a good looking kit when it's fully assembled. Really, it's really easy to assemble, and the results out of the box are really nice. I mean, because it's already painted. Now, of course, you can add more if you want. If you want to do some panel lining, some dry brushing, just to make it pop even more. But straight out of the box, it's such a nice looking kit. Take a look at the bottom here. All the detailing, the finish on him, very cool. Like I said, this thing retails at $30 US, and I think the results look really good for the price. Bend the legs here so we can take a look at the torso a bit closer. Nice paint apps on the chest here with the red and the silver. And the different faction symbols. Now the only thing is, I thought he had some faction symbols on his chest or this area, but he has them on his arms. Now it is molded. It's kind of hard to tell that it's molded. Well, this one here is molded. It's a little, I would say it's more embossed than molded. It's raised up a bit, even in here, because you can feel the symbol if you put your hand over it. It's not as thick as I'd like it to be, but yeah. But then again, I guess it makes sense. I mean, these are faction symbols that are normally on the Transformers that he beats up. Look at the back. You have that nice paint apps there, paint detailing there. But yeah, all around a very nice looking figure. There's even some red paint apps here on the bottom. And then on the inside, you can see here. Just, I mean, like I said, the price point and the quality you get from it is really good, in my opinion. And this version of Scourge, I think, looks way better than the Studio Series. Like the neck on the Studio Series is like, it's like a chicken neck. I think the proportions on him is a lot better. Now like I said, the head, the mouth can open and close and stuff, so you can see over here. But it's a little hard to get into. You probably have to remove the mask first, and mine's is, there you go, it's tight, but you can open the mouth like so. Okay, now it kind of looks silly opening his mouth. Let's close it back. There you go. Articulation wise, just like their prior waves of figures, a lot of articulation with Scourge. The head has I guess there's 2 points on the neck. You have the bottom of the neck and the upper part of the neck, both on ball joints. So he can rotate his head all around, look up and down and so forth. The arm, there's a little flap here you can lift up if you want to rotate it 360. He does have a butterfly joint. He can lift up at the shoulder like so. He can rotate at the bicep. Can bend at the elbow at 2 points. The hand here is on a ball joint. And he does have several points of articulation with his fingers and thumb. So 2 points here, back and forth, and then 3 points on the fingers here, which are kind of sharp. Of course, this hand here is basically the weapon hand and claw. So you have 2 points of articulation on the claw, like so. And of course, it can spin. The torso has some ab crunch, like so. Just a little bit, a little back and forth. And here at the waist, the leg can go up this high because this panel gets in the way, but it's high enough. You can rotate at the thigh here. You can lift up at the leg like this, but he does have a little drop down here. If you lift up this panel, you can bend at the knee this much. You can rotate left and right at the feet and go back and forth. And he does have a little bit of motion here at the toe. Now, you can remove the claw hand, like so, just pops out. And he does have his weapon hand, which if you open it up, there's a little peg, and he can pop it in like this. And then he has his cannon arm. And for some size comparison, here is Scourge next to all of the Wave 1 Yolopark AMK series model kits. As you can see, he is a pretty tall figure, pretty big one. So far, the largest one from Yolopark, and he stands pretty impressively. So my final thoughts on Yolopark AMK series Scourge. I really enjoyed this figure. The build was very easy. I know some folks may say this doesn't really count as a kit because I'm not snipping things, gluing things, or the parts count are very low, but you do have to assemble them, and assembly of this kit was not difficult at all. Very satisfying, and the end results look great, especially because you don't have to paint it. But as I said, if you want to go further, you can paint it, dry brush it, panel line it, and make it pop a little more, which might be something I might do down the line. But right out of the box, I think it looks awesome. Articulation wise, it's all there, highly articulated, and really fun to play with. It's not going to fall apart on you, and the plastic is not like the Gundam model kit plastic where it's not something you can play with. This is a model kit that's actually an action figure that you can manipulate without any worry. But yeah, very cool figure. Really liking this line, and can't wait to see more. I hope, I know they have Rhinox on the line. They also sent me the Cheetor, which I will look at soon as well. But I really hope that they do the RC and Mirage. That would be very cool to have from them. Anyway, that is it for this video. Again, I'll put a link in the description below where you can find this kit along with a discount code. Thanks for watching.